What the hell was that? That was bad. Oh, man. Heat lose 127-111 to a 5-17, excuse me. Now it's 6-17 Sacramento Kings at home. Blowing out the Miami Heat at home. That is a terrible performance by the Miami Heat. I don't care that David Mitchell is out. I don't care that Paul Larson is out. I especially don't care Tyler Hero's out. That is a really bad game defensively and especially offensively to arguably the team that is just having such a slow start. That is I don't care where you put it. That is a terrible game for the Miami Heat. And as a Heat fan, I thought they're better than that. They're definitely better than that. As this game was a joke. This game was a joke defensively and offensively as well. You allowed the one player get to score 29 first half points on you, especially in the second quarter. He was everywhere. And then it just didn't get better. It never got better in this game. Third quarter was our seal breaker. Actually, no, worst of all, our second quarter. It ended in a 72-55 halftime score against Sacramento Kings, who are coming into the game 2-10 on the road. That is just piss poor, especially if you're coming into this game 10-2 at home. What the hell was that for? You're gonna get blown up by a Sacramento team that is just going through I'm sorry. I don't accept this loss at all. That is an embarrassing performance by the Miami Heat. I mean, it also didn't help that Zach LaVine was just on fire. Zach LaVine, all by himself, scored 42 points with the incredible 8 3-pointers in the game. It's just truly remarkable. I don't know how else you want to put it. This was a blowout loss for the Miami Heat at home. It was just truly embarrassing. I mean, he went off all by himself. He went off. DeMar DeRozan, 13 points. Russell Westbrook, 12 points. But Zach LaVine, 42 points. No, dude. Wow. This sucks, man. That is a suckish performance by the Miami Heat. And it just feels like they gave up after the second quarter. They just flat out gave up. Because we still got outscored in the third quarter, 29-23. And then by the time they're going on a run, it's already too late. The largest lead was 28 for the Sacramento Kings. That's close to 30. A 5-17 coming to this 5-17 team coming into this game was having a largest lead 28 against the Miami Heat. I'll say it again, 28. You know those games last year where the Heat were getting badly beaten by Utah Jazz, Portland Trail Blazers, those teams that are one of the worst, and you get beaten to crips at home? This feels similar to it. And I don't accept it. That was a terrible performance by the Miami Heat. I mean, I don't know how else you want me to put it. This game sucked. And if I was Eric Spoelstra, I'd be embarrassed. Because this was a terrible performance. Let's look at the team stats real quick. 41-85 for the Miami Heat. That's 48%. 49-83 for the Sacramento Kings. That's 53%. 3-pointers, 14 for 33, that's 42%. 9 for 31 for the Miami Heat. The shots were not going down, which means you got to do one thing, and I keep begging for, to go in the freaking paint. It works. Go in the paint would work. And they just won't do it. 29% 3-point shooting. Free throws, despite having much more free throws shooting, they missed 12. They missed 12 freaking free throws. That is bullshit. That is bullshit for the Miami Heat. If they don't address the free throws, This is gonna be a bad thing because we got Orlando Magic coming up for the quarterfinals for the NBA Cup. You have to address it. The free throws have been bad, not that great this season. It has not been great, even with Norman Powell on the court with the 3-point foul again. This is terrible. 20 for 32. Unacceptable. You're not winning a game when you miss 12 freaking free throws at home, man, mind you. At home. Meanwhile, the Kings, 15 for 21. Why is that so bad? We made more 20 free throws. Well, we should have made a lot more free throws. If you didn't miss 12 fucking free throws, that's embarrassing. All right, rebounds. The Kings somehow out-rebound us by 4. 45 or 41. Assists, 24 assists for the Kings, 23 assists for the Heat, 11 steals for the Kings, 5 steals for the Heat, 5 blocks for the Kings, 4 blocks for Miami. They were better than us with everything. Everything. Even turnovers, they were taking care of the basketball. It sucks. And they get 25 fast break points out of this. It's truly embarrassing. That is a terrible performance. Just terrible performance. Embarrassing. Embarrassing is going to be an overstatement, but it is an overstatement that you can use in this situation. Fucking terrible. Anyway, Sacramento Kings box score. Keegan Murray with 16 points with 6 for 11 in field goals, 2 for 5 3-pointers, 2 for 4 in free throws with 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Maxine Reynaud with 12 points with also 6 for 11 in field goals. But that's pretty much it from right there. 10 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 blocks. So he has a double-double. Russell Westbrook with 12 points. By the way, my friend was so pissed off that Westbrook signed with the Kings. He should have come to Miami, but that's his words, not mine. 12 points for him. 5 for 11 in field goals, including a 3-pointer plus the N1 with 1 rebound, 10 assists. He did commit 6 turnovers though. But he does have 4 steals, so I guess it's that roller coaster type of thing. He does have a double-double in this game. Saying that he still got it, even if it is age catching up to him. DeMar DeRozan weren't much of a huge impact, but when he is an impact. 13 points for him, 6 for 11 in field goals, including a 3-pointer with 6 for rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. And, yeah, Zach LaVine killed the Miami Heat. Killed Miami Heat. 42 points for him. 12 for 24 in field goals. He was not missing. 8 for 13 in 3-pointers. 8 for 13 in 3-pointers. That's crazy. Who's gonna man up and defend this guy? And also 10 for 11 in free throws. Come on, man. How is he drawing this many fouls to get 11 free throws? He also has 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. And then off the bench, Clifford with 15 points with 7 for 8 in field goals. 1 3-pointer has made with 6 rebounds, 1 steal. No, not good at all. And also with Zach LaVine, he was a plus 15. Despite that, he was a plus 15. That is just, so frustrating. Miami Heat, Andrew Wiggins with 13 points, with 6 for 10 in field goals, including a 3-pointer with 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Bam Adebayo having a really tough night. 9 points for him, 4 for 9 in field goals, 1 for 2 free throws with 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Khalil Ware, you gotta get these guys scoring. Man, big guys are not scoring, then this is why we lose this game. Khalil Ware with 5 points, 2 for 4 in 3 field goals, 1 for 2 free throws with 6 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. It seems like they both lost. They just lost it. They're just flat out getting cold. Norman Powell with 18 points, with 6 for 14 in field goals, 1 for 5 in 3-pointers, just 1 3-pointer made. That's just uncharacteristic of him in this season. 5 for 6 in free throws, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and a block. Drew Smith making a start because of the fact that David Mitchell is out with an injury. Drew Smith making a start with 19 minutes played. Impressive. Just 4 points, though, with the field goal and 2 for 2 free throws. He would love to have more points in, but it just weren't meant to be, I guess. With 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 steal, and a block. Off the bench, though, our bench was doing phenomenal. Our bench seems to be wanting to play basketball, but our starters, 20 points for Simone Fontecchio with 8 for 14 in field goals, 4 for 9 in three-pointers. He had the N1, but he missed the N1 shot. He only had 7 rebounds, though. No assists, no steals, and no blocks. Our best player tonight was Jaime Hotcats Jr. with 27 points, with 9 for 15 in field goals. He was attacking the paint. He has a three-pointer in, which is pretty nice. He has 8 for 12 in free throws. You would love to be closer than that. But he has 8 for 12 in free throws, with 6 rebounds, 6 assists as well. Nikola Jovic playing a little better than his normal times, with 12 points, 4 for 10 in field goals, 2 3-pointers made, 2 for 3 in free throws with 2 rebounds, 6 assists, and a steal. However, what killed it for Nikola Jovic, his 5 turnovers. Turnovers are still a problem for Nikola Jovic, and I would love for him to protect the basketball a lot better in these coming games, especially if we're probably going to be without Davion Mitchell, which is a big, important asset for the assist playmaking. Because our next game for the Miami Heat, because this is back-to-back. We have back-to-back losses, and that's just bad enough as it is. But our next game is going to be on Tuesday, December 9th. That is a NBA Cup quarterfinals in Orlando, Florida. We have to go right back to Central Florida to play against the Magic to try to even go to Las Vegas. They have to do it then. Play angry in Orlando to get us to Las Vegas. Otherwise, this is not good. I don't accept this at all. Embarrassing and frankly it's shameful. All right, man, I'm done talking about this. If you like this video somehow, some way, hit the like button, subscribe for content. Long night, long day actually. But like I said in earlier videos, Broward County sports superiority, because Dade County, eventually Interlime is going to be in the Dade County pretty soon. And I guess if there's one team that has to be that sacrifice, it might as well be the Miami Heat. As the words of my friend, Sports Gods for Demand Payments. His words, not mine. His words, not mine. But anyway, guys, I'm done talking about this. Let me know what your thoughts in the comments down below. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe for content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Good night.